This is the wrap. I love it so much. All right, it's been a few weeks, probably almost a month, but you guys wouldn't know that because this is gonna be in the same video, but we're back at the dyno. We actually had some issues previously when we were here that we had to address. My leg is starting to work out because I can't like fully get the clutch in without leaning. And I'm trying to keep the revs up without having this thing tuned. But we made it. We're in front of the dyno. I'm gonna open the doors and then we'll just set up. But technically that was the first drive, so yay! Alright, we have bad news. Basically, Alberto's been chasing a few different wiring things, kept finding one thing after the other, fixed all of them, and now we're realizing that our waystate position is just not ideal. But the car is just wanting to boost treat like really, really bad, and taking a closer look at waystate positioning, it's just not at the right angle for air to actually flow through to efficiently use the waystate, which means that we're kind of at a standstill, which is unfortunate. There is a quick fix that Alberto thinks would work later on, kind of making wherever the airflow, putting another pipe like that goes from here directly to there, so the air will come into it and then kind of go down into the current setup. Maybe we'll try that when we get back. But for now, that means that this thing is just going to be running, but not actually driftable. So I'm glad that we still had the first start and it's running good. It seems healthy. We found a ton of other just little new car issues getting it on the dyno and Freddie going through it. But I am super bummed that we're not gonna actually be able to drift it. But this is not something that I wanna rush, and we're gonna take our time. There is still so much that I actually need to finish up on the car anyway. So we're kind of gonna switch gears at this point and focus on left sand windshield. I gotta paint some wheels, put the doors on, finish the livery. There's still a lot, and we gotta load up tomorrow morning. So, bit sad, but we'll figure it out. On a positive note, our titanium is starting to change color and look super, super dope. So that made me happy amongst all of this. This is where we got, at least. It was already wanting to just go to the moon. We made 545 at like 5,300-ish. And that was at like 24 pounds of boost, and it kept just wanting to go up, 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 up. And we think we have a really, really low spring in the waystate at the moment too. So just not good signs. And fighting boost creep is actually something I've struggled with for years on a Rotary. Like, this car has gone through 3 different manifold designs. And if you remember on the last car, we had the bigger turbo, yes, but the waystate was coming right off of the turbo towards the top. So the airflow just went straight into the waystate and was able to avoid boost creep. And that was after probably 3 different changes beforehand to avoid this exact issue. And although it looks really, really cool, and I love the way it looks visually, it's just not functional with it having to make that hard turn to then go down to the waystate. So, yeah. Adam just rubbing it in my face that his Rotary car works. can we take a moment to acknowledge how freaking sick the car looks now? There's been so much time that's gone by that now the official livery is on, and it is just pulling the entire vision together. And big shout out to Jonas. He did an amazing job. It was definitely worth like taking our time and doing it right, and it looks so, so good. So we had to have that little B-roll moment to just appreciate the car's current state. And we are back here at the dyno because we had some issues last time, really just one issue, and that is that our wastegate was not wastegating. Okay, so if you have a wastegate, you need it to wastegate so you don't get insane boost creep that we encountered pretty early on. You know, things happen, we're learning, it's a new build, and Alberta got it all taken care of. The initial rotation, we were doing it to, one, clear the tubs, and then still have a freaking hood on this thing. No version of this car has ever had a hood on it. So we thought we could get away with shoving it underneath at the bottom down there, but the flow was just too dramatic of a turn that the air couldn't actually get there. And we didn't want to put it on the top, have to chop the hood, and we didn't want to have to cut into our fender wells here that are beautiful. So Alberto got creative and made a solution to hopefully fix everything. We're about to find out, but I'll let Alberto talk about that.
All right, guys, so basically what I did was to redirect the flow of the exhaust in a way that it can evacuate through the wastegate effortlessly, right? So exhaust gases are very lazy. They don't like to make sharp corners or turns. They literally go at a very high speed wherever you tell them to. So that is gonna go in the turbo. Now you need to bypass those gases to lower the turbo RPMs, otherwise it'll keep making boosts forever until it blows up or whatever happens. So the way the wastegate was set up, it was in a very tight space, so the pickup from the wastegate outlet was not getting sufficient flow. So the wastegate was not evacuating that pressure, and therefore it was over boosting. So what I did is I made another tube, so I had to machine the housing on the turbo, so it picks up flow where it goes straight up and it can just turn away and merges back into the existing pipe. But this pickup is going to be very efficient because the flow will get split in the same direction. It can either go to the turbo and effortlessly can go into the wastegate, therefore evacuate the excess pressure via the existing tube. Since everything was done here, I kind of had to do like a double pipe setup. So it has the old pipe and a new pipe merging into the same thing. So none of this will have to be redone, and it's just like ready to go. Then another issue we had was the oil feed. So I fixed that 2 times, but now it should be good. It kind of touches with the hood until Collete, but we just trimmed that later.
So we're back, and it's been a while, and we're just ready to see what this thing can do, make some good power, make sure everything's good, and then, I don't know, I don't want to jinx it, maybe start sliding today, I don't know. You'll obviously know by the title of this video, yes, but we don't know yet. So I'm just excited. Big shout out, Alberto got a solution that hopefully works.
She's gonna run today, okay?
We're running today. No, we can't say that. We can't say that. We might be running today.
So the wastegate is working so well, it's blowing the cobwebs off the ceiling right now. They're landing all over the car.
There we go. Dude, I think 712, Freddie probably doesn't know this, so I don't think he tuned it at all in the last chassis, but I'm pretty sure this is the highest horsepower we've ever made. So that's pretty cool. I think last time it was 660, so this is pretty cool.
This has like random little breakup. It has a very small amount of boost creep, but not bad. It makes like 22 pounds at 8,000.
Yeah, so I was blowing it.
But it made 26 pounds about like 5,000 before.
So that was 20, what was the 712 number?
22 pounds.
22?
Yeah.
The most cars ever made was 660.
I can't turn it down from that.
Huh?
That's the lowest it can make.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool. What? Damn, the 700 is the lowest we can make. That's wild. Alright, well, that's pretty cool. It's definitely a lot happier, I guess, with this turbo.
Yeah, but it has like those little breakups. So it's either plugs, wires, coil packs. I can try a couple things to see if it band-aids it, but most likely not. So if you want to look for plugs, or Sean would know if we have them. And I'll try like...
today is that she needs to rip a lap or two on this, and that will be the best thing ever.
Okay, well, we're getting there.
Yeah, we are. Okay, so ask Sean.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a couple things, see if it resolves it.
Okay. Cool.
I'm not doing anything.
It just wants it.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's over 100 more horsepower than version 1. I guess it's just that much happier. Alright, so this is V1. I think the last dyno V1 had. Hang on, we gotta appreciate the hood dump really quick. Yeah.
Like 12 pounds.
Okay.
It's a 561.
It's about half the boost.
Turn it up
561 with 12.
on the car. You know, obviously, like.
Okay. Alright, now let's see. 616 and 430 torque. So let me see if we get more than this. I feel like we got more than that. Maybe it's not in this video. It was definitely in the 600s though. I'm pretty sure it was 660, but that could also be the Corvette. I need to start logging this stuff better. But that's why this is wild. Like literally on the second pull that he did, it was already in the high 600s. And to hit 712 on pull 3, like without trying, Freddie's like, this is the minimum amount that you can make with the car being happy. And now it looks like, what did we settle on? 774 horsepower with 528 foot-pounds of torque. That's insane. Over 100 horsepower gain and 100 torque, like, it's gonna feel like a totally different car. I mean, it is. It is a different car, but like, I did not expect that, so I'm pumped. We're happy. Car's happy? Yes?
I hear drifting.
Maybe, I don't know. Freddie,
Is that drifting?
Approved?
If you think the car is ready, go for it.
But tune-wise?
Yeah.
Freddie,
He
seal of
said
approval.
yes. That means you are getting on the car and drifting today.
I mean, yeah. I guess that's the next step. I'm actually really excited because I have no idea what this is going to feel like. This is a completely different car. I know it is, but like I just didn't expect it to be this dramatically different, being the same like heart and soul, you know? But the only difference is being our turbo and our OMD plenum, which, I mean, it was designed to be max efficiency and best mid to lower range with response. So I don't know, this is freaking cool. I'm excited and I can't wait to do my first laps. I don't know if Freddie will admit it on camera, but he did just say that this is his favorite rotary on the compound. Just putting it out there. And what, favorite combo?
I like this combo. Yeah. Like if I had to pick a rotary, this one would be the one. It's like the 3 rotor you can rebuild or build on without buying some custom crankshaft. Okay. And I don't know, like it has good manners.
So you prefer that over a regular turbo 13B setup?
Yeah, I do not like your 2 rotor. Sorry.
There is usually always room for a 3rd rotor.
Yeah.
So it just sucks that they're so expensive now, the cores. So like when I got this engine, I also got a good deal at the time, but I got my core for $5,000, which is still a lot of money when you look at the other platforms that you can buy. But now I think a 3 rotor core is minimum 10, maybe 15.
Yeah,
and you're just like, It's stock. Yeah, you might as well like build a sick 3.4 or 3-liter JZ at that price. So I definitely got in when it was way cheaper, but 3-rotor is sick. It just has like the most unique sound. You can make super good power with it. It's really happy with like a decent sized turbo, and yeah, it's officially by Freddie, kind of the best rotary on the compound. So just throwing it out there, pretty cool. Are we ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? It's happening? It's happening. I think it's happening. The engine's happy, I'm happy, and yeah, I can't believe we're here.